The Mayor of Ottawa, Jim Watson, is here along with City Archivist Paul Henry. Gentlemen, glad to have you both back on the show.
Good morning.
Yes.
Thank you.
Listen, it's a big day. Big day at City Hall. This is exciting stuff because the Barbara Ann Scott Gallery is going to officially open later on today.
At 2 o'clock, and you know, Kurt, Barbara Ann is probably our most decorated athlete from Ottawa. She won the World Championship, the European, the North American, and of course, an Olympic gold medal in 1948. And people are invited down today to come and meet Barbara Ann, get her autograph, see her gold medal, see all of her awards, her costumes. And she's been very generous. She's donated all of this to the City of Ottawa.
Isn't that nice?
Paul has done a great job putting it all together.
Paul, obviously you got a lot of stuff from Barbara Ann Scott, but was there a lot of things in the city that we already had in reference to her and her accomplishments?
Certainly, we have a large photographic collection that includes a lot of photos of Barbara Ann as well. And we used some of those in the exhibit as well. We've got some wonderful crowd shots, which you'll see in the exhibit, that show the 70,000 people from Ottawa who visited her when she came back to Ottawa, both in 47 and then in 48. She had a second homecoming, 50,000 people.
Am I correct in saying that they still had those events outside the Olympics and the World Championships? It wasn't indoor figure skating, it was outside.
No, there's her gold medal.
Oh, beautiful.
That's a replica of the car that she was given. It was quite controversial because she was given a car, and then the Olympic Committee said you can't accept the car because it would ruin your professional or your amateur status.
Really, really.
But it's really, they've done a great job, Kurt, Paul and his staff, and older Ottawans will remember Barbara Ann, younger ones not necessarily, but this is a chance for them to come and see really an individual who has put Ottawa on the map from a sporting point of view.
But not only that, you know, she was a great ambassador to the city after the fact.
She was, and the fact that she was on the front cover of Time magazine, not the Canadian edition, the international edition. She was on American talk shows. She was just a big story because skating was dominated primarily by the Europeans. And here's this young girl from Ottawa, Canada, wins all of the championships in 1 year. And as Paul said, 70,000 people came out, and this was when Ottawa was a lot smaller back in the 40s, came out to greet her as this conquering heroine, as Canada's sweetheart.
Yeah, and she's one of the nicest people
you'll ever meet. She is. I've had the opportunity to meet her.
She's going to be here today.
Yep.
She's
2
flying
o'clock.
in today.
Well, she was here yesterday, and she visited the Pearly Rideau Veterans Home and visited the veterans and visited her old skating club, the Minto Skating Club. And she'll be with us at City Hall at Jean Piggott Place, and the gallery, the Barbara Ann Scott Gallery, is just beside the cafeteria, just off of Jean Piggott Hall.
And anybody can go?
Anyone can go. 2 o'clock today, refreshments, autograph session with Barbara Ann, tour the gallery, and then the gallery is open 7 days a week, free of charge. And it's one of the things we're trying to do at the city, to make City Hall more of a people place. We opened the Sports Hall of Fame, which has been a huge success. We have the Rink of Dreams now in the winter time, now the Barbara Ann Scott Gallery. So we give people more than a reason just to come and pay a parking ticket to come to City Hall, that there's something to animate.
That reminds me. And Paul, this is something last time you were here, we were talking about this, about opening things up a little more and finding out what we had and what we could put on display for people to see, because obviously that's the point, isn't it?
Well, archives are all about telling stories, and Ottawa, as a city independent of our status as Canada's capital, has some interesting stories, and Barbara Ann is certainly one of them.
Listen, I must ask, a lot of people were wondering, I know you tweeted about this the other day, you had some surgery. I can see it on your neck there and on the side of your face and your temple area. You got a bit of a puffy eye. Give people an update on what's happened and what's the prognosis is.
This is the second bout I've had of a form of skin cancer, and it was detected early enough. I had surgery at the Queensway Carleton on Tuesday, and they did a great job. And I'm a little more stiff than normal.
A little sore today?
A little sore, and I'm going to put some ice on it, but the swelling will go down. And we have a great healthcare system, and I thank the people who have been sending emails and tweeting about it, and just a reminder that when you go out in the sun, you're going to be careful these days. So thank you.
Well, speedy recovery, my friend.
Thanks, Kurt. Appreciate it.
I hear you even took a day off. Is that true?
I did.
Like a full day?
Took a full day off. Yes.
That's a first. That's a first. Have a great time today, guys, and
Thank
thanks
you.
for coming by to share it with us and share it with everybody. 2 o'clock today.
2 o'clock today. City
Drop
Hall.
on down if you can. If not, do it in the near future. I know I'm going to swing by and have a look at the beautiful Barbara Ann Scott Gallery.